Then Jacob left Beersheba, and Israel's son took their father Jacob and their children and their wives in the carts that Pharaoh had sent to transport him. They also took with them their livestock and the possessions they had acquired in Canaan. And Jacob and all his offspring went to Egypt. He took with him to Egypt his sons and grandsons, and his daughters and granddaughters, all his offspring, because that was part of the blessing. Remember, God said to Israel, I'm going to make you into a nation. I'm going to make your numbers as numerous as the stars in the sky, as sand on the earth. And it was starting. Let's continue to read. These are the names of the sons of Israel, Jacob and his descendants who went to Egypt. Reuben, the firstborn of Jacob, the sons of Reuben, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. Again, these pronunciations, I'm doing my best, but if you know how to correctly pronunciate them, do so while we're reading. If you have any pointers or hints, please leave them in the comment section. I always enjoy those. So let's continue. The sons of Simeon: Jamul, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul, the son of the Canaanite woman. The sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Judah: Onan, Shelah, Perez, and Zerah. But and Onan had died in the land of Canaan. Remember, because they messed up. The sons of Perez: the sons, Hezron and Hamel. The sons of Issachar: Tola, Pua, Jashub, and Shimron. The sons of Zebulun: Sered, Elon, and Jahleel. These were the sons Leah bore to Jacob in Paddan Aram, besides his daughter Dinah, or Dinah, it's Dinah. These sons and daughters of his were 33 in all. The sons of Gad: Zephon, Haggi, Shuni, Ezbon, Eri, Arodi, and Areli. The sons of Asher: Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, and Beriah. Some of these names are like on multiple, like on a different line, so there's like a dash and different because of syllables. So I'm like trying to put it together in my mind, like, okay, it's there and there. Their sister was Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber, and Malkiel. These were the children born to Jacob by Zilpah, whom Laban had given to his daughter Leah, 16 in all. The sons of Jacob's wife Rachel: Joseph and Benjamin. In Egypt, Manasseh and Ephraim were born to Joseph by Asenath, daughter of Potipharah, priest of On. The sons of Benjamin: Bela, Becher, Ashbel, Gera, Naaman, Ahai, Rosh, Mupim, Huppim, and Ard. These were the sons of Rachel who were born to Jacob, 14 in all. The son of Dan: Hashem. The sons of Naphtali: Jaziel, Guni, Jezer, and Shillem. These were the sons born to Jacob by Bilhah, whom Laban had given to his daughter Rachel, 7 in all. All those who went to Egypt with Jacob, those who were his direct descendants, not counting his sons' wives, numbered 66 persons. With the 2 sons who had been born to Joseph in Egypt, the members of Jacob's family, which went to Egypt, were 70 in all. Remember that. That's a key number right there. That had went down to Egypt was 70 in all. Because if you go back to our Exodus Bible study, when they leave Egypt, you'll see over that time span just how populous Israel became. in Egypt. Now Jacob sent Judah ahead of him to Joseph to get directions to Goshen. When they arrived in the region of Goshen, Joseph had his chariot made ready and went to Goshen to meet his father Israel. As soon as Joseph appeared before him, he threw his arms around his father and wept for a long time. A brief pause. So, I'm getting that thought again. So Goshen was a place that farmers, like people who were of trade, like farmers, went to in Egypt. According to scholars and such, the reason why is because the Egyptians didn't really feel like they were civilized enough, or like they didn't really like to deal with farmers, because it's kind of like how scholars and people put it. They put it as in that they were like dirty for being farm, having to deal with livestock and such. And so Egyptians didn't want to be around that, even though they were being honored because Pharaoh had entrusted into Joseph. Joseph knew he didn't really want them to be involved with having to deal with being present with all the actions of the Egyptians, such as their worshiping of multiple gods and such. So it's kind of like he wanted to make sure that they went to Goshen, because that would be close enough, but yet far enough, and also looked upon like, okay, well, these are just herdsmen coming. They're not threatening at all. They're not. So there's a lot to that. This is another area where people, it's difficult to talk about this portion, because it's like, to bring it up, it's not something that, again, I'm being led to bring up, but it's notated. So there was a possibility of potential even racism then, but that's not how, I'm not sure. And when I'm not sure, I don't like to discuss that during certain parts of the Bible. So, but no matter what, Egypt had been blessed through Joseph, because Joseph was down there. Joseph followed through with God's message through those dreams to Pharaoh, and they were able to stockpile plenty. And so now all the other nations are going to Egypt. And there's a reason for everything. There is a reason for everything. So what kind of, reading over these passages and such, and about the children and who all came to Egypt, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?